NDTV. The era of drawing building blueprints by hand ended when AutoCAD-led constructions became the norm. Today, however, the construction industry in India is waking up to a new technological revolution with BIM, or Building Information Modeling. With BIM, any construction project, be it real estate or infrastructure, takes on a whole new life in 3D. Take a look. New York's One World Trade Center, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, and the Shanghai World Financial Center. Iconic structures of our times, built to defy nature and inspire awe. These mega skyscrapers were all made possible through the technology of Building Information Modeling, or BIM. Gone are the days when buildings were conceptualized on paper. With BIM, now entire projects can be visualized on a 3D platform in all its minute details.
At least in the affordable housing frame, there's very little room for error. So our clients expect that we give them very exacting information on what their buildings are going to look like, as well as how we're going to actually implement them, because they just can't afford to have mistakes because their profit margins are very low.
As our cities continue to grow and expand, the strain on infrastructure and housing will also increase proportionately. But with a design tool like BIM, we can digitally conceptualize the entire urban planning of cities in 3D and build them to face the resource challenges of the future. BIM is a design process, executed through sophisticated softwares like Revit here. BIM's biggest advantage is that it cuts down wastage of time, money and effort. By creating a 3D model of every element of your project, you automatically generate a wealth of information. The BIM model becomes a central hub of data that will be referred to by engineers, architects, site managers and even clients, ensuring better coordination and efficiency. A BIM model will also estimate how much material you require, helping clients keep a tight leash on their expenses. BIM helps you preempt potential problem areas, which you can fix before you hit the ground to construct.
BIM actually allows you to capture the existing condition through point cloud data or photographs, giving an ability for designers or project stakeholders to actually understand what the real scenario looks like in 3D. Thereby actually understanding feasibility of the project first of all.
When you do a BIM model, you have all the costings in place, you have all the contract documents in place, and you have all your drawing sets before you even start digging the site. So, for your foundations, everything's in place. So the margin for error is just gone, and you can then assure that the end user will actually get his possession faster if a BIM model is adopted.
For the Indian real estate industry, which forever struggles with cost overruns and delays, the potential for BIM is huge. In fact, bigger players like DLF and SARE Homes have already begun tapping this technology.
It gives holistic control, right from in terms of getting consistent data. It really avoids any mistakes, and whoever is the stakeholder, right from designer or constructor, our own people during project implementation, the consistency of data is very robust, and we reduce a lot of wastages, which is a big saving for a developer.
While the Indian real estate developer is recognizing the benefits of building with BIM, the challenge of implementation remains.
Leave the competition between the developers aside. Let's create standards that will help the entire industry move towards a better and more efficient way of building buildings, operating them, designing them, constructing them.
Project layouts that fall victim to bureaucratic red tapeism and spending extra on hiring BIM specialists could discourage the medium to small-sized Indian developer.
BIM requires a lot of professional expertise. You need domain experts, you need guys who actually have a lot of experience in modeling. Now, if the promoters are really willing to look at that, the question really remains. In India, what happens is, unfortunately, you have these separate pieces. You have an approval team working parallelly, you have an engineering team working parallelly, and you have a third execution team. The collaborative approach where all these things work together and work across a single platform is missing here.
Despite the short-term hiccups, the industry believes the answer to India's chronic issues of poor productivity and resource wastage lies in BIM. To meet the demands of India's explosive urban growth, one will have to eventually turn to smarter ways of building our cities. But how well will BIM fare in the Indian market is a question of time. Vasudha Sharma, NTV. We're taking a quick break on Property It's Hot. Coming up, one of Delhi's greenest office buildings.